What is going on, guys? This is Big Worm 380, and we are back in Ark Survival in the Total Beginners Tip series. I actually thought I was recording almost an hour ago, and it was about 40 minutes ago, and I have not been recording this whole time. So, basically all you missed was I brought the Argent because he has all the weight, ability, and I was going to go up to the top of that mountain and get some oil because I want to build a fabricator. However, uh, I died because I froze to death because it was late in the day, and so that's why this Pteranodon's here, because I had to grab him and haul ass over there and get my stuff back. So, yeah, it didn't go to plan at all. So what I think I'm going to do, it's in the middle of the day. I already went over to the lava island to check for red loot crates in the cave, and I thought I was recording that. I wanted to show you all that. But no worries on that because there wasn't anything in the cave at all. Weird deal. I don't know what the deal was. But we're gonna check these loot crates this drop, this purple drop. And if you guys, I know you guys have seen these. If you guys are brand new to the game and you're wondering what the hell these things are, they're called beacons, and they're basically just loot drops. And they come out of the sky, and there's predetermined spots they'll fall. Okay, that's Ramshackle Gilly. Not bad. I'll take it. Might need it. I'm gonna hang on just a second while we'll talk about the drops while I, see, my health is just now at 300. It's coming back up because I was over at the lava island inside the lava cave, and it's real hot in there, so I lost a bunch of health. I want my health fully up before I go back over there, because I'm gonna start freezing again when I get over there. Okay, so anyway, the drops, there are white drops that you unlock at level 3, and those are, for level 3, you're not going to get really good stuff. It's usually like thatch foundations and walls and maybe some cloth armor. Nothing really that great. Then you can get the green beacon drops at level 15, and then at level 25 you can get in the blue drops. Now the blue drops are kind of where you start getting a little bit better stuff. You might get some metal tools or something like that. Purple drops, which is what I just got into, they're the next step up. You can get into those at level 35. The yellow drops are level 45, and that's when you start getting into the possibility of getting some pretty good gear or some pretty good blueprints. And then the red drops you can get into at level 60, and those are the best drops, possibly. I say possibly because sometimes you get a fucking medium crop plot in a water jar, and that ain't what you want. The red drops are the ones that have the possibility to have possibly ascendant plans, or like fabricated snipers or compound bows, stuff like that. So yeah, just so you're aware too. I mean, I love the weapons on here, and I'm gonna show you all the weapons and make some cool stuff. But as far as weapons go, when you're playing PVE or when you're playing by yourself, you're not gonna be shooting people. They only deal 70% of their normal damage to animals. So the weapons like the guns and stuff like that, they're really designed to, do damage to other people. But I mean, they're still fun to have. So I dropped everything that I could out of my inventory and put it in my Argent because he's got all the weight. This thing is not going to hold much, but I am freezing right now. So I gotta haul ass up to the top of this mountain real quick, get whatever oil I can, and then get the hell out of here. But you just fly up on this right side and you go straight to the top up here, and this is now see that right there, that's a white drop, but see how it's kind of rainbowish. But just, that drop over in this area, I wouldn't even look at it. Wouldn't even think of going for it. Alright, this is an oil node right here. This is the same kind of node that is underwater out in the ocean, but this is relatively safer. Because you don't have to worry about, first of all, you'd have to get a water dino, some kind of water mount that can get around underwater. And you're gonna have a flyer anyway. I mean, water dinos are cool, I guess, but I wouldn't be getting one just to get oil, I can tell you that. And to be perfectly honest, underwater is the most dangerous place in this game, I think. Alright, we're out. My health is already halfway. I need to drop that. We need to get going. Health drops real fast whenever you are freezing, when you have the ice cube down here. It's just like when in the heat, when you've got the small flame is not bad. It's just letting you know you're getting to that point, and then the big flame is when you start taking damage. Same thing with the cold. You'll have like a little snowflake, which is fixing to change to here in a second. But the ice cube is like the big flame. That's when you start taking damage. And the colder it is, the more damage you're going to take faster. So I'm going to get down here over the swamp. Okay, I've got the snowflake now. I'm going to land up on this rock and gather some health back, and then we're going to go pick up the Argent and get the hell back to the base. Alright guys, we are heading back to the base. I've got the Argent, I've got the Pteranodon following behind. If you run into a situation where you've got an Argent and a Pteranodon and you want to ride one or the other, I suggest riding the Argent, because for one thing, the Pteranodon is going to have less stamina, so you'll be stopping more often. When they're following you, then their stamina doesn't come into play, they just keep on trucking. Alright guys, we are back at the base. This is something I was going to show you guys yesterday. I got all these forges, and I'm probably going to get some more, like I said, and get them all filled up and going, and just keep on filling them and pulling the metal out. These are filled up with wood, because I've already got a decent amount of ingots right now. I've already, I already did a full load of these. So, that has a little bit of metal left. And that one has a little bit of metal. But I mainly filled that back up with wood. So I'm just gonna put these ingots in here. And let's see, this one, we'll start that up. And then this one here I was gonna show you. This is what I found to be the most efficient mix of metal to wood. You're gonna end up with a little uncooked metal, but me personally, if I want charcoal, I'm just gonna fill one forge up by, or a couple of them by themselves with just wood for that. If I want to make metal, you want to put no more than 5 stacks of metal, 200 metal each, and then 300 wood. Now, like I said, I think that wood's gonna burn out a little bit before it finishes that metal quite all the way, but not much. I think you might have maybe 100 metal left. But you know, and then that's 100 less metal you got to put in it afterwards. But so yeah, you'll end up with, what would that be? 400 something, 450 metal ingots, I believe. That's what that'll get you. Because if you do it the other way, you're not, you know, you put less metal, you're going to get less ingots out of it and more charcoal. And if you put more wood in there, you're not going to get, you know, as much metal as you would. So, all right, so let's put our oil in here. Structures, crafting. Okay, so we need cementing paste, crystal, metal, and spark powder. 15 crystal. That's why I love the spot. Crystal and metal are, you need a lot of that depending on what you're trying to do, and this is, you couldn't ask for a better spot, to be perfectly honest. I should be able to carry that. What else? Cementing paste. I've got cementing paste, I've got the crystal, I've got the ingots, I've got the oil inside, so all I need is spark powder. So I'm going to take all this stuff and drop it off, and then I'll make some spark powder. Alright guys, my metal pick just broke, so all you gotta do is have the ingredients. It tells you how many to repair it. It's less than it costs to make it. It's for this broken pick, it is 5 hide, 1 ingot, and 1 wood. So you just open it up and go down to repair. Or if you're using the controller, I'm playing on PC and I'm using the controller and the mouse sometimes. So I'll take that and put it in my inventory, and you can see the health on my pike. It's about to go as well. So anyway, just keep an eye on your tools and repair them before they break, because that can be a pain in the ass. Remember guys, if you need flint, use your pick. If you need stone, use your hatchet. Oh, you know what? I need to go ahead. I'll tell you what though. I was going to say, I'm going to go ahead and make a preserving bin so I can show you guys the preserving bin and how it works. Normally I wouldn't even worry about it. Because I'm fixing to be making a generator and all that crap. 88. Okay, what else do we need? What do we need for a preserving? It gets dark at night, obviously, and sometimes it gets to the point where it's hard to even see what you're doing. If you're on PC, just hit tab and then type in gamma space 3, and that'll brighten it up. Same thing works on Xbox. You just gotta, can't think of the buttons you gotta push. It's a combination of buttons to bring up the thing. I don't know why they changed it to that. It used to be just you press pause and it was right there. Structures, and it's going to be under fridges, and we're going to need fiber, stone, thatch, and wood. So I'm going to bring a lot of this in. I'm going to leave some of it out here. Fiber, stone, thatch, wood. Not enough stone. Okay. We're gonna make 1 preserving bin because I'm gonna probably I may make 2 fridges. I usually do that. 2 fridges is good, I think, because you can if you start getting eggs and stuff, and then kibble. Yeah, I like to have a kibble fridge and then keep the food separate. Okay, so we will put the preserving bin over here by the cooking pot, just because why not? Okay, now the fuel for this is spark powder, and we've got yeah. Okay. All right, I need to get water. Okay, but if you look at the meat, this meat, the top one's gonna spoil in 1 minute and 56 seconds. If you put spark powder in the preserving bin and then put the meat in there, now that piece of meat is not going to spoil for 18 minutes, and that's a big deal because that's with that's with 1 minute left on it in my inventory. Normally the meat I think lasts 10 or 15 minutes, so it lasts quite a bit in the preserving bin. It's worth using it early on. If you're not ranking up super fast like I am, you'll want a preserving bin. But you'll see quickly, probably in the next episode, I'm gonna do the electricity and stuff, and you'll see exactly how good the fridges are. All right, so that. All right, we got enough stuff to make our fabricator. Let's craft that dude up. Let's go ahead and we're just gonna place that thing right next to this. This thing's huge, so what I would do if you're worried about lining it up, you can see right there on the floor where those logs come together. Just kind of line it up on that, and then off of the smithy you got to have a little space. There's not really much else that's going to fit on this wall, so I think what I'm going to do is just put it over. Let's see. I might be able to fit something in between there. Maybe another smithy. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we had to use some of the oil to... Oh, I don't have a lot of oil. I have to make another oil run. Alright, now, we need gasoline to run the fabricator. So, all you do is get you a fire going in a forge, and you just put oil and hide, and over time, we'll find out. 200 hide and 100 oil, we'll see how much gasoline that makes. It's not going to be a ton, maybe, I don't know, maybe 100. And it lasts pretty good, so you don't really have to worry about it. Alright, while that's making, I'm going to start moving some of the stuff into the house, so I shall return. Alright, looking at this, guys, I think what I'm going to do... I should have just left that box out and put Smithy against the wall. And then I could have put all these boxes in between. I think I can fit 4 in there. There's 1. 2. And what's going to screw me is the way the smithy is. It doesn't like shit close to it. Okay. 3. Okay, well that's pretty good, I guess. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna label these. Alright guys, I was able to squeeze 3 boxes in between the fabricator and the smithy here. And so I labeled one wood and thatch, flint and stone, and fiber and hide. And, you know, you get wood and thatch off trees, you get flint and stone out of rocks, and hide and fiber, well, they're just there. So, and then this one over here, I'm not sure what I want to make that one yet. That may be, I don't know. I'm going to have some more boxes scattered around probably too, just to keep stuff separated. I need to go on a big resource run and just get a bunch of stuff and try to kind of fill these up a little bit. And that'll last me a good while since I'm playing by myself. So, go check on our gasoline situation, and... Really, I really ought to put this, yeah, I really need to move these forges down there by the house. This is kind of stupid running back and forth. That way everything will start spawning back over here, too. Where's our... Alright, we got 60 gasoline. Alright. Alright, now, here's a little something you need to know about gasoline. Alright. Notice, when there's no gasoline, it doesn't say to turn it on, because you can't. As soon as you put the gasoline, you can turn it on. Now watch that gasoline as soon as you turn it on. 59. That took a gasoline away. You can actually take this out. I'm not sure how many minutes or whatever it lasts. It lasts a decent little while on one gasoline. And I don't do this, but I will suggest it because I have screwed up. It's not as hard to do it on playing the game vanilla without like the S Plus mod, if you've ever heard of that on PC, or if you're playing on Xbox for sure. But because this thing's real loud, But if you're playing on PC, it's easy to leave this on and walk away from it and lose all your gas because the S Plus fabricators don't make any noise. So it can be annoying, but I mean you're not going to be sitting here using this thing all the time. So yeah, I mean every time you turn it on and turn it off, it's using one. So make sure you know what you're going to be doing, especially if you're low on gasoline and you don't have the oil and hide to make a lot more. Just kind of plan to make a few things all at once or whatever. And again, make sure you turn it off. All right, so we got the fabricator made. We've got this thing looking like a base now. Now, before long, we're going to be making what's called the chemistry bench, and that's going to make these obsolete. So I'll be getting rid of those eventually. But the chemistry bench is super expensive, and I'm going to go ahead and learn the engrams for it, though. That and a couple things. The next things that I'm going to be learning are going to be super expensive. We might be able to go ahead and make the industrial grill, though. It's not too bad. If I have enough, I need to learn all this crap. Greenhouse wall, greenhouse ceiling, door. I don't put windows on my greenhouse. There's no reason to. Let's see. Yeah, that's all we're gonna do for now. I'm gonna learn the metal stuff later and show you guys how to kind of how I build a PvP base in case you're interested in that. We're gonna need to learn the generator. Damn it, not well. Yeah, I'll probably use the lamp first. All these cables, the industrial grill. See, I want not the damn map. I want the omnidirectional lamppost. The regular lamppost isn't bad, but the omnidirectional one's better. It puts out a lot more light in the same amount of area. So that's good. GPS is good. Playing by yourself, it's not... Actually, it can be. I was going to say, if you're playing by yourself, it's not as big a deal. Because, you're not... It's not like, hey, where you at? Oh, get your GPS out, I'm here. But if you do look at wikis and different things on YouTube videos, a lot of times I've done it and other YouTubers do it. They'll put GPS coordinates at a location where something's cool, or where you can find something, or where they found a certain animal that you might be able to look for. So oh yeah, definitely gonna need the fridge, the AC. We'll go ahead and make the industrial grinder just to show it. I don't really normally make that. It's kind of, I don't know, I don't know. It's not worth the material, honestly. But I will show it for sure. Show a vault. Compound bows. These things are awesome. The only thing is I hope I find a plan for a better than primitive one, but they're still good to have either way. Fab sniper. Rockets. Oh wow, I can't even learn the cooker yet. Coming up on it though. Okay, why? See, I hate that. It won't let me learn the rocket. I gotta learn some kind of ammo first. So yeah, I can't do any of that yet. But like I said, I'm coming up to it. So, can I learn scuba gear? Because that's probably gonna go ahead. I'm probably gonna go ahead and make some of that so we can get in the water a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the water, but there are certain things in the water that sometimes it's easier to just go get it from the water than flying your Argent up to a mountain and dying like I did earlier. Canteens, and we'll talk about canteens when I make one. Okay, yeah. So I think that's pretty much the main stuff I needed to learn. Structures. What do we need? Electronics. So I'm gonna need silica pearls, which I know a good spot to get those. The industrial cooker and a fridge is what I really, really want. So it's a lot of the same stuff. It's gonna be cementing paste, metal ingots, oil, crystal, electronics on the fridges and the generator and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and start farming some stuff while I'm not recording because that's kind of boring. And I will show you guys where I get the silica pearls. It's a badass little cave, and it's relatively safe. You take an Argent in there, you can clear it out if you have cave flyers on. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I will see you guys on the next one. Later.